Hello and welcome to my first video for my YouTube channel. My name's Ian. I've been inspired by other brew tubers in the home brewing community such as Craig Tube, Harry Brew 69, Brewmaster Ben, Beer Lover 1984, The Old Fart. Anyway, I thought I'd finally post a video. But first of all, I'm not starting with a homebrew. I'm actually going to do a beer review. I've seen many comments on the internet regarding this beer from Tesco's, which is the Tesco's American Double IPA at 9.2%. And 9 times out of 10 when this beer gets mentioned, so does this beer, which is the BREWDOG Hardcore IPA. Now, also 9.2%. This beer for Tesco's is part of the Tesco's Finest Craft series, and it is brewed by BREWDOG. Nine times out of 10, when this beer is mentioned, people say it's just this in a bottle with a different label on it. So, as a big BrewDog fan, I picked up a bottle of Hardcore. I've got 2 glasses, which are the same glasses, other than one's got a slightly higher neck on it, but they're the same glass. And I thought, finally, I'd do a head-to-head of the two to see if there is any noticeable difference. To be honest, I don't know what the outcome's going to be, but I thought I'd give it a go. So, here we go. First of all, the BrewDog. A little hiss. And I'll give them both a nice gentle pour. I'll leave a little bit of headspace there so I can give it a good sniff. So that one there's the BrewDog and the Tesco's. Same hiss. Whew, the smell of hops, you could smell them from here. Get a nice gentle pour. And there we go. Now there appears to be more carbonation in the Tesco's, and I can hear this fizzing away. Both glasses were cleaned perfectly before I started, so I don't see any reason. Don't know if you can see it against that background. They've obviously got the exact same malt bill. By the looks of the colour, they are identical. I mean, holding up to the light, they are absolutely the same. And the heads have both settled down now to the same. Now, first of all, the smell. I'll go for the BrewDog beer first. You get the sweetness, there's some maltiness, there's so much hops. Like citrus. Absolutely right. Oh, I'm not here to describe the beer, I'm just trying to spot the differences. On initial smell, it's the same beer. If anything, there's slightly less hoppy sort of the floralness or the lightness isn't so much in, but it could be this is just an older bottle. I mean, if you'd base best before dates, there's 2 months between them. This bottle's 2 months older than this one here. Right. Now the taste. Oh, such a fantastic beer. There's a real instant, your mouth gets filled with the hops, the sweetness in there. You can taste the alcohol. There's an alcohol. You can tell it. You can tell the ABV. Alright, I'm just gonna have a glass of water, and I'll try the Tesco's one. Oh, that's not the same. I don't know if it's because I've had a glass of water that's affected it. There's definitely a difference between the two. The Tesco's has got a lot more powerful initial in your mouth hit. Let me just go back. Oh yeah. They're similar in flavour, very, very similar, but the BREWDOG Hardcore IPA is much rounder, mellowed out almost, even though obviously it's a hardcore beer, but there's a smoothness to it. Whereas, let's see now, when I go back to this one, there's not the smoothness. I mean, it's a fantastic beer, but comparing the two, whew, as you see, even now more action to it, it's almost got an edge to it. It's very similar in flavour, aroma, but it definitely doesn't taste the same beer. Obviously, there's something different in process. They mature it differently before bottling. The aromas are definitely still the same. This is the Tesco's one again. The Tesco's one almost makes your tongue curl and like it's got that edge to it, and then you get the sweetness. Whereas the hardcore IPA definitely much different mellowness, more rounded beer. To be fair, much nicer, and I'm convinced. Oh, there you go. I wasn't sure when I started. I felt more than likely it was going to be the same beer with a different label on it. I had heard it was based on the same beer, but tasting the two together, I mean, if I redid this in future, I'd do a blindfold test on them. But there is such a, I mean, aroma, no difference. Colour, you can see it against the background, no difference. Roundness. And this one, certainly. Well, there you go. Thanks for joining me on my first beer review. I hope I haven't blabbered on too much. I'm going to go and spend a bit of time now with these two, being 9.2%. I'll end up singing if I carry on at this rate. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully, my next video will probably be some bottling, some home brew. I'll do you a little tour of my setup. I've got the 2-barrel keggle set up with a cool box mash tun, my brew all grain. I've got a stout I brewed on New Year's Eve ready to be bottled. So hopefully next time you join me, I'll be bottling that. Cheers, thanks a lot.